Hello everybody, welcome to another Zabbix video. This time we are talking about how to design good template or how to make it very efficient in case the template fails in a data collection. Ideally we would have like one error message or very little error message. But right now, what happens in the official templates, a lot of them are doing bulk data collection. So there is one master item and a lot of dependent items. And if the master item fails, item goes into unsupported state, and it actually replicates this like unsupported behavior. It replicates that to all dependent items. So instead of having one error message, we would have like a lot of them, and from my point of view that's not ideal situation. Ideally I would always want to have like, I don't know, single error message which talks about root cause. And in this video I will show one trick which is applicable to any template, and actually it depends like which version of Zabbix you are using, because starting from 7.2 Zabbix supports unlimited level of dependencies, and it becomes like 100% applicable, although most likely this is also applicable to older releases, to the 6.0 or newer version. Let's have a little bit of like the use case here. What I will share is like taking official PostgreSQL by ODBC, and I made a clone of the of this template. It's called this minimal, and this clone is just to highlight what is the idea, what is the challenge, what's the problem, and how to do it better. And inside this cloned template, what I made is, by the way, like, yeah, it was a very original clone, but I did cut down this data collection to the very bare minimum. Here I have 17 items, but only one of the item is actually reaching out to the database server and doing data collection, and this so-called master item will actually feed 16 dependent items. And let's have a look how it works. The data collection works already here. I have a sample host, Postgre 18, and inside the items section, if we filter out database monitor item, there is only one item at the moment. Here, clicking the test now button, I have all the credentials exposed in the plain text, and after clicking the get value and test, it works. It reports back JSON, and let's call it like there are a lot of columns in this JSON, and all of them or most of them are used in dependent items. Let's show what's the like. Let's visit here 17, and right now my all 17 items are in a healthy state. There is green enabled. What would happen if I kind of corrupt this database monitoring? I will install wrong credentials on purpose. I will change this password, make it wrong password. And also, actually, to make the simulation much faster, let's set the data collection to execute every 6 seconds. And now, like, let's count to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Refreshing the list, and okay, almost there. Refreshing the list, and voila! Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, we have a bulk data collection in place. The central item, like this last item, fails, and it replicates the failure in every dependent item. So instead of having one root cause, now there is like 17 problems. So 17 problems by counting the lines, and in my opinion, like, it would be it's the like this the bottom entity is failing, and that's the root cause. And there is actually enough tools available in Zabbix to make it more elegant, to show like a single entity which is failing. And it's so easy to do. What we can do here, I will open this master item and visit the template level, click, and I will clone this item, clone. And for the cloning, like immediately the item key can be the conflicted field, but I will trick the system just by putting some like one extra space somewhere in the item key. Right now the cursor blinks here, and by writing one space, now I'm able to duplicate this item over here. And let's put also 6 seconds over here. And so this is same item, same name is actually, Zabbix will allow to save with the same name. Only the item key must be unique. Okay, add. So now I have 2 items, and what I can do with the original one, I should make 3 level dependency. So the bottom one is the clone, and the top, a little bit like the second from the bottom, is the original one. And I will take the original one, again click on the template level, and instead of running real data collection, this will also be dependent item. Click, and here let's put this data away, and here dependent item, the item key actually does not matter anymore. I will make it how to say, check for errors. Like I made this string just right now, and I will just copy the name of the item and put in the square brackets, and so this is unique item key. And so this is second level of dependency, and now we can protect this this whole tree. Like when the data collector runs, it runs at the level 1. It will pass the information to the level 2, and here we can protect this flow by installing check for not supported value. If any error, then do nothing, like discard the value, and what will happen is like the level 1 will still keep this error message on board, and the Zabbix administrator can spot that and fix it. And it will not replicate these errors to the level 3. Let's update, and I forgot to select the master item. Click master item, and that's it, like not storing history, and update. Okay, so this is like everything I wanted to almost like show, but let's see how the behavior changes. Setting back correct password, and now like 6 seconds later, all these red messages should go away. Let's refresh the page. Okay, most of them are going away. Let's refresh the page. Okay, and refresh the page again. Okay, so everything stabilized, no unsupported error messages, and I should show like how the behavior is changing. So now we have actually 3 levels of the data collection, let's call it that way. The first level is a real data collector. So first level is reaching out to the equipment using the hostname credentials and getting the data points. Then at the second level we are where is my error item? At the second level we have this check for errors. So this is validating. If just in case the first level failed, it will stop the data flow. And then, but if it works, then it will forward the JSON to the level 3. This is the level 3. This item, this item, this item, and that item, and all the rest of the 16 items. Okay, now it works, and I should break it one more time to see will I have like 18 unsupported items, or maybe it gets better. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the data collection for the central item, and by reloading the page, okay, it is still warming up, and reloading the page again, and voila, like now instead of like all the items failing, only the central item is failing with a solid error message. And yeah, it kind of it goes back to this section, reports, system information. So what's the size of Zabbix instance, how many items unsupported, and here we have not supported, and I have here in this at the moment like 1000. So I am lowering down this kind of like the damage inside the Zabbix, and now if you are a Zabbix super administrator, the most elegant way how to always track these items is by built-in functionality actions, internal actions. We have here not supported items. Right now it's disabled, but this would be the, like, if you are the monitoring architect and you are a responsible one and you care about repairing the data collection as fast as possible, then enable this first action about reporting, like send me an email if one unsupported item arrives to the host level. But there is another use case where we are kind of selling the monitoring to the user, and we have a good relationship with the user, good trust, and user is kind of owner of the server. Like this is a PostgreSQL monitoring, so user owns the database server, and they also care. Maybe they have some password policy, the credentials are rotating every 3 months, and they really want to hear from Zabbix when a detailed solution, when detailed monitoring breaks. And we can deal in this situation as well. We can create some sort of like a disaster trigger when the root of central master item kind of when the data collection of the root item fails. And to do that, what I will do is take this second level, go to the template level. So the second level is protecting this protecting the errors to go forward to dependent item. And I will clone this item and call it differently, like inform, and actually I will introduce some sort of saving the evidence in the database when it fails or when it not fails as a real numerical data. The number 0 will be when everything is good, like 0 usually it's error code 0 means everything is perfect, and if there is error code 1, then something is not working. So I just cloned the same level 2 item, and so this will be kind of designed for the client. Like client cares about this solution, and they should know when it breaks. So inform. And the item name can still remain the same, inform, and going here to the pre-processing section. Now I will change a little bit, so checking for not supported value. If there is any error, what I will do is I will set the report back number 1, and this is going inside the integers table. So 0 is good, 1 is bad. But the way how this item works, like if the level 1 is healthy, then it goes to this level 2, and if it turns out to be healthy, this first step will be completely ignored. And I still want to kind of save some sort of numbers in the database about like evidence when it works and when it does not work. And what I need to do is like run forward, and what I came up to is like searching if reported string is at least with the character, I mean the healthy JSON must be at least 2 characters long. So usually, like when we collect something, it must be like, I don't know, like 1000 of characters. And I'm making this video to think about like what kind of universal approach we could kind of apply to any like template, anything you are collecting. And so far this is my best idea. So if it fails, it will print back number. If it not fails, it will print back JSON, and it will count how many characters are inside the JSON. And if it is at least 2, then it will report back 0. Here I'm not printing capturing groups. I'm not doing capturing group 1. I'm not doing capturing 0. But I'm printing back like just the integer, because I want to save the evidence in this table. And here it would be not necessary, but I can put back just in case it fails. Let's go back to that error state 1. This is not necessary, but maybe it is more transparent, to kind of more elegant to read. And by the way, if the first step fails, if the error happens to be, this number will be forwarded to the step number 2, and it will kind of count how many characters are in the metric. And it will fail to find 2 characters here. This comes with a length of 1, and because of this, it will fall back to the number 1. Actually, yeah, this is mandatory. I changed my mind. This is not optional, and we need this just in case this number goes to the step number 2. Okay, so this is the like mechanism how I think is a good way to measure when the central server fails. When it fails, it will report back number 1. When it does not fail, it will report back number 0. So adding this as a new item, and the trigger should target this new item. Let's follow the trigger wizard, and my inform item is this one, and I will use like an elegant function to make sure it fails for multiple times in a row. And the function is looking for the minimal value in the last 3 consecutive values here. And if the minimal value is 1, so it means it fails already for 3 times in a row. Okay, insert, and this is a disaster type of situation. Like the client needs to know when suddenly my detailed database monitoring is not working, and we can put it a little bit in format like data collection for item do not work for real. A little bit funny. Yeah, so this is the one, and so it collects every 6 seconds. So if it fails for 18 seconds in a row, then client will receive this disaster message. Add, and just to double check what's the situation. And by the way, let's also enable the data collection here for master item, keep history, and to see what kind of values are reported by this inform item. Click, and we have I think I am not saving the history. Click. So let's edit at the template level, and the evidence about master item, I want to save it. Okay, update, and then a few seconds later, now this evidence about informing, let's open it in a new tab, 500 latest values, and here 1 is bad, and if we receive 3 times number 1, then the function, the trigger will go into the problem state. Let's double check how it looks like. Okay, and it is already sitting here. Data collection for item do not work for real. Let's do the full simulation one more time, setting the correct password, update, and this will resolve so fast because because data collection happens every 6 seconds, and if there is a solid JSON, and I will show how the JSON looks like. The JSON is over here, open in a new tab. So this is the JSON, and it must come with a length, at least there must be 2 characters. If there is no 2 characters in the JSON, it will print back number 1. So this is the error item actually, get db stat sum. Yeah, the item name should be called a little bit differently, like error. And yeah, now it works, and let's this is the JSON. Let's do the last simulation. Right now, refreshing all the 19 items. I have a single data collector, database monitor. One item is just checking the error, and if there is error, it will not feed the information. It will not feed the JSON to the level 3. It will not pass pass to the level 3. And the other one is just in case the client really cares about when central data collection do not work, then it will tell us. And right now it's like a perfect situation. The trigger is not in the problem state, and let's break it one more time to feel the to show the full solution. And now so here the JSON collects, and suddenly, like, the last batch is here, 14 minutes pass and 20 seconds, and this JSON will stop to come because the item already failed. And when checking the error item, this is the error item, 0 is good, and if we refresh the page, then it is reporting back number 1, and refreshing the trigger here, and the trigger is in the problem state. If we check the PG18, click and go to the problems page, then here you go, like we have a solid disaster event about informing the client of the data collection not working. Okay, that is everything I wanted to share today. If you find this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, and thanks for watching.